This is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. His pass complete to Jalen Noel. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Lions 1st down. Throwing again is Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Give up the middle with Swift. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First running back taken in April's draft, it's Ashton Jeanty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On second down, Sanders. This one, deep downfield for Chase. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big play for the Browns. 39 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Now Shedeur on first down. To the goal line and in. Ashton Jeanty. Touchdown, Browns. For Shedeur Sanders, career touchdown pass number 1 as a Cleveland Brown. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Browns move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. He connects with Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd and a couple, here's Allen. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Lions first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Barrett, harder that time, there to make the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Lions ball to begin this second quarter, so they come to the line for first down and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. They will run it over center with Swift. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third down, it's Allen. And he's in. For Josh Allen, a milestone there. TD pass number 200 of his career. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Lions are on top. It's now 10-7. So, following the touchdown, the punter man gonna kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. And that's where the offense will take the field. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now, Shedeur. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
So, from the 36, it is first and 10. A handoff, running left is Genty. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and He put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Shedeur. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain there of 11. First down, Cleveland.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Sanders gonna throw again. Right back to Betch. He's got another one. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josey Jewell. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Kenny Clark getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Allen. He's got Laporta open on the left side. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, it's Jeanty to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Sanders. Moving to his right. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. The Lions called their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Ty Felton, the intended receiver that time. And that'll set up 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. And back deep is Marvin Mims. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side and caught by Noel. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. On play action, Allen forced out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 2nd down, Allen. That's complete to Blue. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Throwing again is Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and He's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air once more is Allen. He's got it inside the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. Blue. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Detroit. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Mevis good on the extra point, and the Lions will get out in front 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Sanders will throw it. Going for it all. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well at the 17-yard line. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. The Browns going to use the 1st of their timeouts here. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. In motion, Besh. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. on first down. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
The Browns getting their punting team out there as he's on to punt for the second time. To return, it's Mims. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. It's second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Here's the Lions punt team now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one fielded out beyond the 25, and it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Sanders on first down. He'll find Jesse out of the backfield. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now, Sanders. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Shedeur. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing again is Sanders. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. picked off by Kaiir Elam.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll begin here on the ground, and he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs, keep this drive alive.
Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is gone. 86 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Sanders. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. Running free at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge play there on the screen pass. 36 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. There's a throw right side. Gonna be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Besh that time. And that will lead to a second down. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
On 3rd down, Sanders. This one deep downfield for Chase. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. On 1st down, Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over just shy of midfield.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
on play action, Shedeur. Throw right side is taken in by Besh. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that play, one first down. They send the tight end in motion. Run right up the gut with Genty. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. The veteran Josie Jewell there for the stop. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Sanders. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. They bring Chase in motion. They go play action now with Sanders. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd down and 9. To throw again is Sanders. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
In motion, Besh. Fourth down, here's Sanders. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the toss, it is Swift. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Detroit.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You've got to capitalize and make those plays.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. And now the punting unit will come on. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Jeanty. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Sanders now off the bootleg. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Sanders. Moving left. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Jeanty. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Browns 1st down. They'll run the toss to Jeanty. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down. Now it's Sanders. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
2nd and 7. They'll run. It's Swift. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So the key to these off-tackle style run plays, Mike, is you can't allow penetration. You cannot allow the defenders to get in your backfield, because when they do, the play really has no chance and you end up going backwards.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Coming across the field, there's Chase. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. A run out of the gun for Jeanty. Strong. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6. Here's Jeanty. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They'll run with Jeanty. And he's in. Ashton Jeanty. Touchdown, Browns. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Browns are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the give, it's Swift. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go again with Swift, and that'll give them a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.